Just Killing Time is brought to you by Anderson Rifles.
It's moments spent with friends and family, creating lifelong memories. These moments are part of a greater picture. These moments are just killing time.
Grab your gear and come on with us, heading out from dawn to dusk. Get 'em in your sights and let it fly. Amped up to close the deal and a pocket full of tags for filling. One thing I could say keeps me alive, just killing time.
Max, what do you think about Caldwell's The Lead Sled, man?
Brother, it looks cool. I like the concept, but I've never fired a shot off of it.
You don't know what you're missing, man. I've been using them the last couple of years.
I just mounted this Seymour sight on the old pump, and I'm going to put the first shell through it here in a minute, find out what's going on. See if we can get the thing.
You're not going to get any better.
Season.
You're not going to get any better rest than a lead sled, so I'll let you do your business. I'm going to back up by your way, but first off, let's tell the folks what we're going to do. We're tagging along with Tim Hody.
Yep. We're going with Tim Hody, folks. It's a really neat hunt. He's been after these birds for a while. They're in Amherst County. He gets set up, he's in the blind, he's filming by himself.
Exactly.
And I tell you,
it's tough turkey hunting.
It's tough. Folks, let's watch this footage and see if old Tim can connect on a big old longbeard.
A few mornings earlier, Tim and his son Parker had been set up on this same bird. Tim had a couple hours before work this morning, so he decided to slip in and try it solo. After some soft tree yelps, Tim looks up and gets surprised by what he sees. As this hunt is proof of, folks, a lot of times, the turkey that we hear gobbling isn't the first one to show up to our calling. Now keep in mind that Tim's running the camera and the gun by himself, so he's taking his time, letting this old bird get in the exact spot he wants him in, and also enjoying one of the most unique shows God ever created.
This is bird 2 for me, and very excited. This is also the first bird that I have shot and videoed by myself, so I'm really excited this morning to do that. He sure is a nice bird. I'd like to thank BTD and Woods Eye and all other sponsors. Sure, I'm proud of the shot I made this morning with the Remington, and it was a good time. So my father-in-law coming in this weekend, and I'm sorry my son wasn't with me today. He was with me yesterday, but he had other plans this morning, so all by myself. But it's a pretty special bird.
I think she's a little right.
A little to the right, but boy, that old true lock choke, boy, that's a tight pattern, boy. Make a little adjustment, you got him next time.
Hey, what'd you think about Tim's kill, man?
Hey, that was pretty good, Tim. Congratulations, man. By yourself, that was pretty neat.
Congratulations, Hody. Folks, stick around. We'll be back in just a moment. We're going to Justice Seymour.
Our Anderson No Lube AR-15 is built with pride in the USA, right here in Hebron, Kentucky. Our 30,000 square foot facility has the latest in computerized manufacturing. Only Anderson rifles have RF85 that reduces friction 85%, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. Anderson quality control is second to none. The Anderson AR-15, the world's only no lube rifle.
This segment of Just Killin' Time is made possible by True Lock Choke Tubes.
Hey, Max, I know it don't take that long to adjust that Seymour because I've got mine ready a week ago. So you done yet?
Well, man, I'm all the time picking up the slack for you and taking care of things, and I'm running a little behind. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Turkey season starting tomorrow, and you ain't even got your gun shooting.
I'll be ready. Trust me, brother.
Folks, hey, right now we're tagging along with Freddie McGuire. He's doing the calling. He's got Gary Norman with him, right?
Gary Norman. He's the lead biologist on the turkey project for the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries. And as we get into this hunt, folks, I want to remind you, you and I as turkey hunters, all of us in Virginia are responsible. Log on to the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries website, look up their turkey spring gobbler survey, fill it out, send it in, so folks like Gary Norman have the data that they need to manage our turkey populations here in the state of Virginia.
That's right. Folks, hey. While you guys do that, Max, let's see if you can hit the target this time.
Now you hear people talking all the time about the good old days. Well, when it comes to turkey hunting in Virginia, folks, we are in the good old days. And a lot of that can be attributed to that man who's sitting on that tree right in front of you right now. After Freddie using that wing and some soft talk on the BTD Nasty Raspy, this old bird had all he could take, and he comes sneaking in looking for the lady.
We're hunting in Franklin County, Virginia. Had a great hunt this morning. 4 birds gobbling off the roost. Freddie did a nice job of locating this bird last night. Several other birds started off early in the morning. This bird finally got going. maybe 80, 100 yards away. And Freddie did a tremendous job tree calling. Bird got its attention from that and flew down, and from there it was a series of nice calls, and probably over 15 minutes a bird eventually showed up. It's probably about an 18, 19-pound bird, 9-inch beard and 7/8 inch spur. But tremendous hunt. Weather was nice, and couldn't ask for anything more. Thanks, Freddie.
Thanks, Gary. Enjoyed it.
Oh, nuggets on the ground.
Maybe a hair more to the left, and you be there.
That's called nuggets on the ground. Hey, what'd you think about old Gary?
Hey, man.
That was a good shot he put on that
That was
bird.
a good shot. Yeah, I was surprised. It happened pretty quick.
Folks, it isn't every day that you get to accompany a man like Mr. Norman in the woods. Gary, thank you very much for sharing the footage with us. Freddie, thank you so much, brother. What we got coming up next, though, brother, is even more exciting.
Oh, yeah, man. We're still tagging along with Freddie, but we got him in the unknown turkey slayer again, man.
And we've said it before.
Exactly.
Would you let me talk for a minute?
Well, hey,
When we
he's just
said
going to
it
say, when they
before,
get together, man,
something's
going to die.
Let's roll that camera.
As Daddy always said, let's cut to the chase. We're in Tennessee with Freddie and the unknown turkey slayer, and they got two big old toms hidden to the decoys. Now, pulling off a double in the turkey woods is definitely not an easy thing to do. But Freddie and the unknown turkey slayer, having done it before, are fixing to try just that.
Well, folks, here's two of the three amigos that you saw come out in the field. We're down here in Tennessee, and season's a couple days old, and we were fortunate enough to get on these birds. My buddy here, the unknown turkey slayer, has done his homework once again and put us right on them. It's unbelievable. And I don't even know how many hens it was. 7 or 8 hens came in, and they were yelping and came right out in front of us, and these 3 big gobblers followed them, and we were able to get 2 of them in our sights and do the old 1, 2, 3, and 2 beautiful gobblers. Obviously his is bigger than mine. That's the way it always works, and I'm tickled to death with that. Another incredible hunt. Glad you guys could share it with us.
Folks, I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Freddie and the unknown turkey slayer, a double. They didn't have a cameraman. They were, between the 2 of them, running the camera themselves, and they pull off a double. What do you
That's
think
pretty
about that,
good,
brother?
man.
That's
hard.
good.
It's hard for me to get
excellent.
Max to pull that off for a single when he's got a cameraman. Hey, congratulations, Freddie, and the unknown turkey slayer. Congratulations, buddy.
Why are you always cutting on me?
Hey, folks, we'll be right back in just a minute. Max has one more shot to make, and I believe the old Seymour's gonna be dialed in.
Me and this lead sled going to work.
You and the lead sled get to work. I'm gonna hold my ears one more time.
4. Oh, no, that's golf. This is turkey hunting. Sorry.
This Anderson rifle shot 5,000 rounds without a drop of oil.
We're gonna clean it Anderson style. I think she's clean.
Anderson rifles never need oiling and clean up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
Here, turkey, turkey,
There
turkey,
you
turkey,
go,
turkey.
man. If you don't kill a bird this year, it's your fault. It ain't the gun. I can tell you that right now.
I never do blame it on my gun like you do. Speaking of guns and shooting, old Bobby Phillips, just like I am, folks, he's a guru of turkey guns. Let's join Bobby and Brett Bowes now as they go down in Hillsville neck of the woods and see if they can put the smack down on a big old gobbler.
Hey, I'll go get this target for you so you can get a better look.
Let me get the gun. Safety first, brother.
Hey,
Safety
appreciate
first.
that.
Now, after chasing this old boy around for more than a week, Bobby and Brett are both hoping that they've caught him in a spot where they can get him in the gun range. One thing you've heard us tell a lot of people, when it comes to turkey hunting, the most valuable tool you can have in your arsenal is simply patience. And patience is exactly what Bobby and Brett are using here.
Buck, brother, I can tell you, this lead sled that Caldwell makes is unreal. This is 3.5-inch gun, and it normally, as I say, kills in front and cripples behind. My shoulder, I mean, I ain't feeling it. It ain't even getting there.
Well, as much as I like that lead sled, I like those orange peeled targets by Caldwell as well, man. Look at the pattern
Well, yeah,
that
you can
thing's
see
throwing.
where you're hitting, man.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, speaking of something else I love that turkey's right in Bobby's lap. He just ain't pulled the trigger yet.
You know what? My money's on Bobby Phillips on this one, folks, because I tell you, old Brett Bowes with him. Brett's a championship level caller. Old Bobby's a good caller himself, and this turkey just don't know the trap he's walking into. Y'all stick around. We'll see how it turns out in just a minute.
You got to be asking yourself, what am I looking at? What is this mess? One of the largest rifle distributors in the country pitted the Anderson rifle against one of the top leading brands in a shootout. The leading gun was prepped thoroughly, cleaned and lubricated to perfection. The Anderson rifle was cleaned, but stripped of all lubrication. It was fired completely dry. This is only possible because the Anderson was treated with RF-85, the permanent treatment that reduces friction 85%. The rifles were fired as fast as humanly possible. In less than an hour, the leading brand rifle failed at 900 rounds. An hour went by. Then 2. Then 3. The Anderson kept firing. After 4 hours, the red-hot gun cooked rounds off. No trigger was needed. Finally, the grip caught on fire. After 4,238 rounds and still firing, with the gun on fire, they called it quits. They couldn't get the Anderson to fail. This is that rifle. Look at these close-ups. This Anderson rifle shows absolutely no wear. Can your rifle do this? It can if it's an Anderson. RF-85 makes it run with 85% less friction, 23% faster action, never needs oiling, and cleans up with soap and water. The Anderson rifle, the world's only no-lube rifle.
You might be a little bit low. You might have to come back up just a hair.
Yeah, I think I got to bring it back up just a touch. Speaking of bringing it back up, let's get right back into action, folks, and see if Bobby and Brett can finish the deal, close it up on this turkey down there in Hillsville, Virginia.
As I mentioned a minute ago, folks, patience is what's going to kill this bird for Bobby and Brett.
beautiful, beautiful morning. Thank you, Lord. Perfect. I'm telling you, this old bird right here has given us a fit for probably a week, and we finally laid it on him. We've been coming up through this timber right over here, and he's been roosting in that timber. He has slipped around us every way you can imagine. Yesterday, he kept coming to this field and wanting to go through a gap here with some hens. So we didn't have much of a setup, just a little brush pile. And we decided this morning to slip around, get in that brush pile and try it. And we put out a decoy, and that kind of kept his attention off us, I believe, but we got him. That is probably one of the most beautiful creatures that God put on this earth right there. I tell you folks, this morning I about messed up right there because the turkey came in, it's just beautiful. And I got so wrapped up in the whole situation, I kind of forgot about shooting the bird. And he was gonna walk off with the hens, and my cameraman reminded me that I better shoot the bird. But man, just how beautiful a morning this is. We've been after this turkey for about a week now. We got on him, and he's slipped and got by us every way you can imagine. Just one of them old turkeys you get after, and just seems like he's got luck on his side. But we finally set up on the back side of him this morning. He's lost hens. He's down to 2. So he was a little bit more lonely this morning. We got right where we needed to be, and gave him to come on out. Just a beautiful show. And I tell you one thing, that Seymour sight right there on that Remington shotgun might be the best thing I've seen in a long time. It's you don't have to close your eyes. You don't have to lean your head over a whole lot. You can keep both eyes open when you shoot. Just a wonderful, wonderful product right there, and it really helps out too. I know that. Especially on a field turkey, it really worked good. So we worked hard to get this old bird.
Brother, I can tell you one thing. These Pro Ears, this Caldwell lead sled, and that Seymour sight system on this old pump shotgun sure makes sighting this thing in a heap easier than it used to be. I can tell you that for a fact.
I figured a couple of these products I've run across and been using in the past, sooner or later you'd get it through your head to use them.
I'm kind of hard-headed about that. And folks, speaking about hard-headed, did you see how that old gobbler, even though the hens left the field, he wanted that one hen he saw standing out there at decoy. He wanted her to come with him, and you know what it did? It got him killed. That's proof, folks, that being in love gets you in trouble every time.
Hey,
right, Buck?
that's right. Congratulations, Bobby. Great turkey,
Absolutely.
Beautiful footage. Hey, unfortunately, we're out of time on this week's show. But before we leave you, we just want to take a minute to thank you guys for tuning into the show. We want to thank our sponsors. Without you guys, we couldn't do what we do. We just want to thank the good Lord above for letting us be able to get out and do this.
Absolutely, Buck. Folks, until next week,
we'll see you on the mountain.